Chapter 8 Shooting of a Different Kind. Before we begin, whenever we visit a wildlife sanctuary or a national park, we quietly observe the natural surroundings and the wild animals living there. Some of us even click their pictures to keep them as a memory of a pleasant trip or safari. Do you think all people visit the forests for the same purpose? What do you think is the possible reason of a number of animal species becoming rare or endangered? If you are going to shoot elephants, beware. The nauseating smell is something you'll never forget. Such were the reports from friends who had returned from the Kalahari, the immense desert of southern Africa. We still loaded our vans with our shooting kits and set out for the desert. It was a restless drive. Fortunately, we hit the desert while it was still day. Good, we all agreed. That would leave us time to set up a base for our shoot. However, we had spoken too soon. Round a curb, our van faced unexpected slush. The engine found it hard to pull the wheels through. I stepped down from the van. As I was looking for stones to place against the wheels, I saw a pair of bright black eyes peering from among the bushes. A bushman, probably drawn to the spot by the roar of the engine. Tales of bushmen of the Kalahari came flashing to my mind. I remembered reading that bushmen are safer to deal with during the day. However, they are very alert during the night and more aggressive. Also, I had come well prepared to befriend the bushman. I had brought some beads and quickly I offered them as a token of friendship. The bushman accepted the gifts and flashed a set of white teeth that anybody would envy. Coming forward, he offered to give us a hand with the van. On learning that we were out on an elephant shoot, he promised, as well as we could understand, to conduct us to the game. It was beginning to get dark. A fire stick in his hand, our guide led the way, walking in front of our van. His dangling, shiny hair got all my admiration. He led us on to a well-trodden elephant path for about an hour. The bushman being our only friend in this wilderness, we had no choice but to follow him in silence. Seeing our puzzled expressions, every now and then he muttered something in his click language. However, we had lost all hopes of understanding him. We guessed from his gestures that he would bring us to some place. It was twilight when we reached our lookout point. Among the trees was a large platform. He pointed up to it. So that was where we were to spend the night. We climbed up the rope ladder. A moment later, our bushman disappeared. We settled down and were just about to hit the sack when we heard a faint splashing and gurgling, like that of a child's laughter. I stood up and looked in the direction of the sound. Stretched at a distance was a silvery band. Surely we were near the elephant's watering hole. We set up our photography gear in double quick time. We were still at it when a loud trumpet almost rattled us off our perch. An elephant herd was visiting the river at night. We had not expected things to happen so fast. Our hands were trembling from excitement. The elephants walked slowly along, the calves walking beside their mothers. They were 17 in all, big and small. Our cameras worked non-stop while we followed them through our lenses. This was my first wildlife shoot, and nothing could compare with the excitement I felt in this wild, natural paradise. We shot for an amazing hour, during which the herd showed us spectacles, like shooting water from their trunks. Some even made high-pitched trumpet calls that made us jump out of our skin. Their thirst quenched, the herd retreated to the bush. Our bushman startled us when he suddenly sprang to the ground below us. We realized he had been a silent observer from the bough of a tall tree next to us. He looked puzzled. We had not fired a shot. We showed him our photography gear, but he was still puzzled. We asked him to climb up and showed him what we had shot on our camera screens. I could sense that he was pleased that he did not have to witness the destruction of those majestic beasts.